We have built a powerful automation solution that streamlines the extraction of critical passport information from uploaded images. By leveraging advanced AI technologies and cloud services, our system automatically detects new passport images, extracts and analyzes text data, and organizes key details such as first name, last name, passport number, and date of birth into a structured format. This end to end automated workflow eliminates manual data entry, reduces errors, and significantly accelerates the processing time, making passport data management efficient and hassle free. Now let's see how this automation works. I have downloaded few sample passport images from the internet and I will upload those images in the drive folder that I have created for this automation. So this is the drive folder that contains two folders. First one is new documents and the other one is data extraction done. So whenever I upload the images in not new documents, and when the data extraction is completed, then that image is moved to data extraction done folder. So I'm going to upload the files here. So the upload is complete. Now we'll run the scenario. While the scenario is running, we'll check that if the data is extracted and it has populated in the Google Sheet. So as we can see, the data came in the Google Sheet for both the passport files. Passport number, date of issue, date of expiry, first name, family name, and all the details that we have put in the scenario has come here. And we'll also check that if the files have moved to the data extraction done folder or not. So we'll check. So the files are not in the new documents folder now, and the files are in the data extraction done folder. So that is how the automation is working. Let's begin the explanation. First, I'll walk you through the tools we'll be using, then I'll show you the detailed explanation of how to build this automation. This is the tech stack of our automation project. These are the tools we'll be using to build the passport details extraction automation. The first one is Google Drive. Google Drive is a cloud storage platform where passport images will be uploaded and stored. It acts as a trigger for our automation. Whenever a new passport image is added to the folder, the process starts automatically. Next is Google Cloud Vision OCR. This is an AI powered optical character recognition service that analyzes passport images and extracts the raw text from them. OpenAI processes the raw text extracted by Vision OCR and intelligently identifies key passport details such as first name, last name, passport number, date of birth, etc., converting unstructured text into structured, meaningful data. After that, we use Google Sheets. Google Sheets serve as a centralized database where all the extracted passport details are automatically stored, making it easy to access and manage the data. Finally, there is Make.com. Make.com is the automation platform that connects all these services together. It detects new files in Google Drive, sends images to Google Cloud Vision, forwards the extracted text to OpenAI for analysis, and saves the final structured data into Google Sheets. Now let's take a look at the Google Drive folder where passport images are uploaded and stored. This folder acts as a trigger point for our automation scenario. I have created two folders in the main passport automation folder. One is for new documents and the other is for data extraction done so that you can have a record of the images whose data has been extracted. Next, we move to the make.com scenario. Here we build and configure the automation workflow that connects Google Drive, Google Cloud Vision OCR, OpenAI, and Google Sheets. Within the make.com scenario, we have set up Google Cloud Vision OCR module to process the images and extract text. Then the extracted text is sent to the OpenAI module where it is analyzed and parsed for key passport fields. Finally, the processed and structured data is sent to the Google Sheets that I have created where each passport details are recorded in real time. And then the data is moved to Google Sheets. Let's take a look at the Google Sheet. So this is the Google Sheet that I have created. The processed and structured data is sent to the Google Sheets where each passport details are recorded in real time. So that was a quick explanation of the tools we are using and a high level overview of the entire process we'll follow to build the passport detail extraction automation. Let's begin with the explanation. First thing first, you will need to create a Google Drive folder. So I have created this Google Drive folder which acts as a master folder containing two subfolders. one for new documents and the other one for data extraction done. Another thing that I have added to this folder is the Google Sheet. This is the Google Sheet that I have created. I have added all the necessary columns in the sheet such as passport number, date of issue, date of expiry, first name, last name, birth date, gender, country, file name, and file upload time. These are the details that I want to extract from the passport. I have included these columns. We can add or remove columns as needed. Moving on, the next thing we need is the Google Cloud Vision API key and the OpenAI API key to create connections. To obtain the Google Cloud Vision API key, you need to visit the Google Cloud Console. So we'll go to Google Cloud Console. In this, we need to go to Google Cloud Platform and you need to create a new project here. You can create a new project if you want or use the existing one. I'm using the existing project. Then we need to go to API and services. Here you can click on enable APIs and services. So you can search for Google Cloud Vision and you can see the Google Cloud Vision API here. I have already enabled this API, that's why we can see the manage button here. But if you have not already enabled the Cloud Vision API, you will see a enable button here and you need to click on that enable button and your API will be enabled. Moving on, now we will go back to the API and services. Here when you will scroll to the bottom, you can see the Cloud Vision API here. So this is the Cloud Vision API. When you will click on Cloud Vision API, you will see this kind of interface where you can go to credentials and then you can create your API key here. You can click on create credentials and there is an option for creating the API key. You need to click on create API key. So your API key will be created here. You need to copy this API key and use it in your make.com automation. Also, you need to add the billing to your API key so that you can use the API key for OCR text detection. So you can add the billing by going to this billing section here. Moving on, now we need the OpenAI API key. So for that, we will go to OpenAI platform and we need to click on the OpenAI platform here. Then we can see this gear icon for settings. Then we need to go to settings and in the settings, we can see the API keys section under projects. Then we can click on create new secret key and you can name your API key whatever you want and then click on create secret key. So your API key will be created. Please remember to save these API keys because you will need them to create connections in your make.com scenario. Now I'm going to explain the configurations that I've set up in the make scenario. First one we have is the Google Drive module. In the Google Drive, I am using the watch files in a folder module. You can go to add module and search for Google Drive and then you can see all the native modules present in make.com. I'm using the watch files in a folder because I want to see the new files which are coming in that particular folder. So for the configurations in this module, I have selected the watch files as by created time. It will fetch the files according to its created time, that is whenever the file is uploaded. Then I've chosen the drive, that is my drive because my automation folder is in my drive, that's why. Then I've selected that particular folder. You will have the list of folders that are present in your Google Drive. So I have selected passport automation folder and then in the passport automation folder, I have selected new documents folder because all the new images are coming in the new documents folder. Then I have configured the file type to watch as all files. It will watch all the files that are coming in that particular folder. Since I was working on few images only. That's why I've set the limit to 2. We can increase or decrease the limit as per our requirements. So those were the configurations that I've done in the watch files in a folder Google Drive module. Then I've set up one filter here, which is for the MIME type as image. This ensures that the file that will be passing on to the scenario further is the image file only because there can be different type of documents which are uploaded in the same folder like Word documents, Google documents, PDF files, videos, etc. So we need to process only images. So that's why I have put the mime type as image, because the mime type will always contain the word image. That means the data of mime type will have image in it. So whatever be the file format, it will always contain image slash JPG or PNG or JPG, but image will be always there. So that's why I put this filter here. Moving on, we are downloading the file, that particular file that we have watched in this Google Drive folder. Because for the Google Cloud Vision, we need to give the data of that particular file. But in the watch files in a folder, we don't get the data, we get the details of that particular file. So then we have configured the download a file module of Google Drive. We have put the file ID that is coming from the watch files in a folder module because it is dynamic. So we have mapped the file ID here. Moving on to Google Cloud Vision, you can search for Google Cloud Vision here, and you can see all the modules present in the make.com for Google Cloud Vision. We are using the run text detection OCR within an image because we need to detect all the text present in that particular image. So for the configurations, I have selected the connection here. You can add the connection here. What you can name your connection whatever you want and put the Google Cloud Vision API key which we have generated here. So you need to put that API key here and save your connection, and then your connection will be created. For the data URL, I have selected data since we are getting the data from this download a file module of Google Drive, and I have mapped the same data here. If I will click on map, I had to map the data here from that particular module, but instead of mapping the data, I have directly selected the Google Drive download a file. So the data that will be coming from download a file module will be directly mapped to this Google Cloud Vision module. Next we have is OpenAI module. So in the OpenAI module, again you need to create a connection. You can name your connection whatever you want, and then you need to put the API key here which you have created here. So that is how you can create the connection. So the next thing I have selected the method that is create a chat completion. And the model I'm using is GPT-4o Mini because it's compatible for fetching the details from the particular text. You can search for the module here. You can go to OpenAI modules and then you can see for create a completion prompt, GPT and O series models. This is the particular module that I have used in the mix scenario. Moving on to the configuration, we then need to put a accurate prompt here because prompt plays an important role in extraction of data. So I have given a prompt like I have an extracted text from a passport image and I need you to analyze the text and extract the following important details in a structured JSON format. So we are using the JSON format here because if we don't have the data in JSON format, it will be in text format and we cannot put the particular data in different columns from the text paragraph that this chat GPT will give us. So that's why we are getting the data in the JSON format. And then I have listed all the details that I want. That is the passport number, first name, family name, birth date, place of birth, gender, country, date of issue, date of expiry. So these were the details that I wanted from the passport image. You can add or remove the necessary details. Then I have given the extracted text that we are getting from Google Cloud Vision OCR module. Then I have specified the correct JSON format so that it do not make any mistakes. So this is the JSON format that is accurate. Then I have given some strict guidelines so that it generates accurate JSON and extracts accurate data. So the guidelines are like first one is for the correct JSON format. Second one is for the family name and first name may have variations. The third one is for birth date, date of issue, date of expiry, date format. And the fourth one is for the country should be extracted correctly. And the sixth one is a generalized guideline that is make sure to handle variations in the text. The other configurations I did in the OpenAI module, which are very crucial. That is response format as JSON object and parse JSON response. So if we will not use the response format as JSON object and we continue using the text, and we will not set pass JSON response as yes, then the data will come in this kind of JSON format, which again we cannot map. So to get the data in particular JSON objects that we can put in the Google Sheet, we need the data to be like this. That is individual objects for passport number, first name, family name, birth date, etc. So that is how I configured the OpenAI module. Moving on to Google Sheet, I have then put all the details that we have fetched using the OpenAI module to this Google Sheet module. In the Google Sheet module, I am using add a row module. You can search for Google Sheets here and you can see all the modules that are present for the Google Sheet. And we are using the add a row module because we need to add a particular row for all the details of that passport image. So I have selected the folder in which my Google Sheet is present, which is the passport automation folder. And then I have selected the Google Sheet that I'm using for storing these details. Then I've selected the sheet name. So this is the sheet name that we need to select here. Then the table contents header. I have selected it as yes because my table contains header. These are called the headers. And then I have put the passport number, date of issue, date of expiry in their respective columns. Moving on to first name and family name, I have used one make function that is start case. It converts the first letter of that particular name into uppercase because that is the ideal format of having the first name and family name. So that's why I have added that function. Then the date of birth, gender is put in the respective columns. For country, I have done the same thing, that is start case, because the first letter of the country name should be capital. Then I have mapped the file name and the file upload time. So for the file name, I am using data from the data from watch files in a folder. So I'm using this file name. And for file upload time, I'm using the created time because we are fetching the files according to the created time. Also for this, I have used the format date function of make.com that formats the date in a that formats the date into a particular format, that is GD, YYY, hours, minute, and whatever the time is AM or PM. So that is how we are formatting the date here. So these were the configurations I did in the Google Sheet module. Moving on, the last step of this automation, when all the details are fetched from that particular image and it is stored in the Google Sheet, then we need to move that particular file from the new documents folder to data extraction folder. So I have given the file ID here, which is the file ID we were getting from the first module, which is this file ID, and then this file ID is moved to the new folder location I have selected, which is the data extraction done folder. So this file will be moved to this folder after the automation is completed because it is the last step of the automation. So that is how I have configured the make automation scenario. You can refine the automation to fit your needs. You can improve the ChatGPT prompt, adjust the fields, or use Google Cloud Vision for different type of documents, as Google Cloud Vision works for various documents like passports, SOWs, and SOPs which are in PDF form. So this automation can be adapted for any document processing task. Also, this automation can be applied in various scenarios beyond just passport data extraction. For example, automated inventory management, ID verification for onboarding, legal document review, document scanning and data entry, etc. If this passport details extraction automations got your gears turning, you're going to love what's coming next. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, please hit the like button and drop a comment if you have any questions. Implement what you have learned, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep automating, keep growing.